Yep.
Our next question comes from Tim Perrell from the Richmond Times. Sir, you may ask your question.
Hey, Clint. That's kind of a follow-up on one of the earlier questions. We were talking about Kevin Harvick and his winless drought. Can you describe what it's been like for you and your team, especially as you come back to a place where you last won?
You know, I think everybody at RCR is riding high right now. Everybody's excited. Everybody's got a pep in their step. Our cars are running good. We got a reason to. I feel like at RCR we've had some chances, slip by of winning already this year. Even before Kevin's. And again with the 29 car, with the 31 car, we've missed our opportunities. We've had them. But it seems like at the end of these races, it's a crapshoot on whether to take 2, no tires, 4 tires. What's going to win the race, and we just haven't been able to find that right combination. But the best thing about it is we're running in the top 5. We're running up front. If you continue doing that, you're gonna get you a win, and that's what we need right now with our team in particular. We need to get a win to get that confidence, get that monkey off our back, and prove to ourselves, that we can do this.
Again, ladies and gentlemen, if you'd like to ask a question, please press star 1 on your telephone keypad at this time. And our next question comes from Dwight Drum of RaceTake.com. Sir, you may ask your question.
Thank you. Clint, you guys are pretty good at adapting anyway, but with all the rain delays this year, have you learned new adaptation skills?
Man, I tell you, it's hard. When you're sitting at the track under a rain delay, there's nothing anybody can do. You sit in the motorhome. I think I covered all of the internet possible. I think every website I covered. I might have missed 2, but just boring. That's what it is. You got to let Mother Nature run its course and get back after it. But it's after a long rain delay like that, it's hard to get your mindset back in and tuned into what's going on. I mean, I felt a little. Where I had to tell myself Sunday morning, let's go. It's time to get after it and get back up on the saddle.
Yeah, you think that the waiting is tough around race car drivers then?
Oh, absolutely. I mean, we're always, all of us are always chomping at the bit to get out there and get going. And, when you set us out for a whole day and give us time to think about it, especially at a place like Talladega, it gets your mind racing and it's hard to get back focused.
Thanks, Clint. Good luck this week.
Thank you.
Our next question comes from DJ Despain from RubbingsRacing.com. Sir, you may ask your question.
Hey, Clint. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
You had a good showing at the Nationwide race this past weekend. Is that going to be an extension of how much longer you're going to be in that car for Tanley, or is there more discussion coming along on the way?
Yeah, we're working on that. Hopefully we're going to be in it for several more races in the Zaxby Chevrolet. Had a lot of fun at Talladega. Had our shot at it. Come up a little short, but nonetheless, it felt good to finally myself get that car to the end and get a halfway decent run. I think we ended up 6th. It wasn't what we wanted. Wasn't what I thought we were capable of running. But anytime you get through Talladega and the fender's still on it and you haven't been tore up, life's good.
So still no discussion yet as for how much longer you may continue into the ride?
Yeah, we're working on it. Hopefully we're going to be in it several more races. I love the Nationwide Series, and Zaxby's has been a great sponsor, and hopefully we can continue on. We're working on it.
Okay, appreciate it. Thanks, and have good luck this weekend.
Thanks.
Our next question comes from Kerry Murphy from The Final Lap. Sir, you may ask your question.
Hey, Clint, earlier you mentioned RCR purchased some sort of simulator. Is that for the race car driver, or is that for the cars, the setup? Can you tell us more about that?
It's a simulation program. Anymore it seems like that's how you get most of your setups anymore, is off the computer, not even listening to the driver anymore. I mean, that just helps you get to the racetrack, get in the ballpark, and fine-tune it from there. But I think most of the time you see these teams unload right off the truck anymore, pretty sporty, and I think it's because of these simulation programs and engineering and how far it's come.
Do you use the racing simulators as a driver like some of the younger guys do?
No, I don't. I pretty much know how to get on the racetrack. I've been around, but I think starting out, that's definitely an added bonus. Is just being aware of like I said, how to get on the racetrack, where the next corner is, how it is, something that catches you off guard. I think probably more on road courses than anything is just knowing your surroundings and knowing what you're getting into before you ever even get there. I mean, that's something that I never had.
All right, thanks again.
Yep.
Our next question comes from Mike Hembry from SpeedTV.com. Sir, you may ask your question.
Looking ahead to future weekends where weather may become a problem, would you prefer the single-day doubleheader format as opposed to running nationwide on Mondays?
I would. Nobody wants to stay over till Monday and race. I mean, you lose your crowd, you lose everything about it, and it's always kind of an afterthought when you're running on Mondays and everybody's back at work and nobody gets to watch. We saw some fans leaving on into the nationwide race, but to start the race, I mean, that's probably as big a crowd as we've raced in front of in a while with the nationwide series.
Our next question comes from Bob Pockris from Scene Daily. Sir, you may ask your question.
Yeah, Clint, I guess after Texas you had dropped out of the top 12, and now you're back in the top 12. Does it matter, whether you're 11th, 12th, or 13th or 14th at this time of year? I mean, just from a mentality standpoint, of whether you're in week to week or out week to week?
Oh, absolutely. It means, this means everything. It's, like I say, getting back to your confidence, your momentum, the swaggering, your team, knowing they're a part of that elite group, pushes them to keep their chest poked out and keep going. We need to be a lot more solidly in the chase than just 11th. I'm not comfortable at all where we're at right now, but I feel like the way our cars are running and the direction I feel like we're headed with RCR, I think all three of our teams are going to be in the chase. It's us, it's up to us to make that happen, and I think only us can knock ourselves in or knock our chances out of doing that.
And I never really asked you last week, but did you ever talk to Harvick about the nationwide race at Texas and what happened there?
You're always digging, aren't you, Bob? It was just a racing thing. I mean, it wasn't nothing that nobody did wrong. We just run out of real estate. I mean, it was just a frustrating deal. I was just trying to get that car to the end of the race and get a solid run for them guys, and we weren't able to do that. Everybody's got different agendas, and it's just part of it. It's part of racing. Things happen.
Thank you.
Yep.
I would like to now turn the conference over to our host, NASCAR's Denise Maloof. Denise, the floor is yours.
Thank you, Clint. Thanks for taking the time today. We appreciate it. I know the media does, as always. Good luck at Richmond this week.
All right. Thanks, guys.